Yo, what up? Shady C here. So this is going to be a double video. I'm going to be reacting to the Gillette ad and Copper Cab's reaction to the Gillette ad. So you're going to get a twofer here. So let's check this out, yo. I'm going to be pausing it every so often to give my take on what the ad is saying and what Copper Cab is saying. So we're going to get a little twofer here. I thought Copper Cab was transgender now. Like, didn't he change his name to like Capisha Cab or something and was wearing a dress and a wig? I thought he was doing that. It's okay to call him a he again. He was demanding to call him she at one point. Got a beard now too. Okay, well, let's check this out.
Bullying. The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity. Is this the best a man can get? Is it?
Okay, let me start off here. Nobody thinks bullying is okay. Nobody supports or endorses bullying. Nobody is, I'm pro-bullying. So I don't get why they include that here. Because then it makes people look like douches when they come out against the ad. But yeah, nobody is pro-bullying for the record.
We can't hide from it. It's been going on far too long.
Okay, hold on. That last picture where you saw the TV screen. Oh, let me see if I can flip this and make it a little better. Maybe it'd be easier to be viewed. But where they showed the women on TV and the camera up close on them. Okay, see, there's hypocrisy in this one because women will sexualize themselves. How often have you been into a bar and women will come up and flash their titties for a free drink? So it's okay when they want to do it, but if a man looks at a woman for more than 5 seconds, he's a fucking asshole. See, we need to stop the inconsistencies. Either women should never be sexualized, including them doing it to themselves, or it's free game. Not talking about rape here, just talking about looking and, you know, like a woman these days, if you're not an attractive man in their eyes, will get mad at you for looking at them. Looking. I'm looking. I'm not hurting. I'm not even speaking to you. I could be across the way. Woman, what are you looking at? It's stupid. All right, let's keep going with this ad.
What I actually think she's trying to say. Making the same old excuses.
Okay, nobody's ever done that in a fucking boardroom. What she's actually trying to say. No one's actually done that shit. See, and they're still trying to keep going with this, women make less than men. They really don't. When you compare apples to apples, when you compare a neurologist to a neurologist, a dentist to a dentist, they make about the same, and sometimes women make more. But that's okay. That's fine if they want to pay women more. They just can't pay them less. That was sarcasm, by the way.
Boys will be boys.
Okay, there's a difference between roughhousing and bullying. They were roughhousing. They were playing. They were play wrestling. Yes. And if a girl wants to roughhouse too, you can get involved, but you can't bitch if you're hit. If you want to get involved in roughhousing.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Hold on. Let me say something about this sexual assault thing. When somebody is raped, nobody is okay with that. When somebody is really sexually harassed, like randomly groped or touched or even inappropriate words, I'll even say, nobody's okay with that. But the problem is the pound Me Too movement. I won't even say hashtag because I grew up in the 90s. There was hashtag was pound. The pound Me Too movement, the biggest problem with that right there is they want to believe without evidence. I'm not okay with that because that's a slippery slope. That's scary. Because think about it, ladies. Your husband could have a girl that he rejected 5 years ago come out of the woodwork and say, oh, he raped me. That's some scary shit.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men. Men need to hold other men accountable.
Men need to hold other men accountable. Absolutely.
Okay, calm down, Copper. People need to hold people accountable. It's not a man issue. No. People. Now, accountable in the sense of doing what's right. Not in the sense of, hey, we have no evidence that she was raped. Let's believe her anyway. No.
Hey!
Right thing. To act.
I love Carrie!
Way. Not cool. Not cool. Some already are. In ways big.
No, man.
And small.
Aw, I am strong. I love that. That's how a father should raise his daughter.
It's not enough.
Really? What's funny about women these days is the more you prop them up and tell them they're strong, the weaker they act. Perfect example. If you look at a woman now, like I said, if you're not her physical type, why are you looking at me? That's harassing. I'll tell you what, the other day I had something happen to me. I was walking somewhere, and I was walking back to where I live, and there happened to be a woman in front of me walking in the same general direction. She looks back at me like, what are you following me for? I wanted to scream at her and be like, I am just heading the same way you are. Stop. Women overreact a lot sometimes.
Someone treat each other, okay?
And that's how a father should raise their son.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
The best.
So basically, you gotta raise them to be pansies. You can't roughhouse, can't play, you can't have fun. You can't do that. You gotta raise them to be pansies. Okay. That's interesting to see how Gillette feels.
A man can get. It's only by challenging ourselves to do more that we can get closer to our best. I fucking love Gillette! I love when these companies, these corporations come out. I love it when corporations take a stand with people whose voices aren't.
Really? So if a corporation came out in support of lower taxes for the rich, or came out in support of pro-life, would you like that too? Or is it only when they take a stand that you agree with? See, so much hypocrisy. That's why even as somebody who is very liberal, I can't do this shit. I can't do this hypocrisy they have. They only like it when corporations take a stand they agree with. Just finish the sentence and say that. Say, I have to agree with the stand they're taking in order to like it. Let's see if he does. I don't think he will.
As easily heard as the majority. Like, I loved when Nike took a stand with Colin Kaepernick.
Okay, I agreed with Nike there. But again, you were only respecting it because it was a stand you agreed with. I even came out and said Nike has a right to their decision, and people have a right to be angry about it. People have a right to protest it. People have a right to burn their Nikes, which is what some of them did, which I wouldn't have done, but you have the right to do that.
And Black Lives Matter. I love it when these companies put their necks out in a way. You know, you kind of risk losing a lot of business when you take a stance.
But see, again, it's only when it's a stand that you agree with, which proves the hypocrisy on the far left. Ugh. I can't even finish this. I was going to do a lot longer video. I fucking can't with these people. See, there's a difference between being a liberal and a libtard. There's a difference. I am liberal, but I'm definitely not one of these fucks. Okay, let me see. Trying to see how to. There we go.